Hello everybody. Um, I guess this is the first time I'm noticing it, but the title screen does flicker a bit. The developer has commented on that on my previous video, so I guess that's the case. So the leaderboards are still not working. I have nothing linked. Nothing shows up. I'm guessing that it's probably just not showing up in terms of the game not yet released. I actually deleted the game after I last played because I wasn't sure if I would get back into it, and I just didn't want to have the additional program. But since the developer got in touch with me, I'm perfectly happy to try again. So I've been told that if I try to get combinations, it's easier to score and when you clear out blocks. So what does a combination entail? Is this a combination if I do that? I don't know. I guess I don't actually know what exactly is a combination. It'd be nice if that can get explained a bit. But I do know that these white blocks work pretty well. Oh, I wasn't expecting that white block to sit around. Oh, I understand the idea of combinations now. It's if you can stack multiple things and have them fall on top of each other. Okay. I'm clearly not doing it properly. Whoops. Time's up. Wasn't paying attention to the time either. So once again, let's try that again. I mean, it's a pretty simple concept game, so it's pretty easy to understand. I guess I should just keep on putting blocks down. I don't actually know how I actually don't know how those blocks work. So that's why I'm still not sure what to do with them. It looks like whatever lands on whatever lands on the white block destroys the white block. What does that do? But not if it's black? I'm just confused about it. Which one goes away there? Whoops. Meant to throw one out there. It's less thinking. I guess I could have cleared out that white block, but that certainly is a bit higher score than before. Actually got to level 2 there. I wasn't even... you know, I don't pay attention to that. These leaderboards are for sure not loading yet. Pre-release. It's 2 weeks pre-release. Excuse me. Let's try the marathon now that I have an idea what I'm doing. You know, it's important to keep balance. So how do you... Oh! So they were too close to each other and got linked. I'm just gonna build a few blocks first. You know, like a Tetris pile. Maybe not even a Tetris pile, just a big bundle of stuff. And let's see if I could get some additional... Now, what just happened there? I don't... I have no idea why some of these things are disappearing. I'm just gonna randomly drop a bunch of stuff. I think if stuff fall down, then I'm toast, right? Chain. +1 chain? I have no idea. Whoops. I know that's not my high score. That's not my personal high score because like I said, I deleted the game, so that was kind of a silly way to play, but I wasn't even thinking. I was just dropping stuff like crazy. So now if I actually try to play and do this, let's just... It seemed like there was connections, right? Yeah, so you can actually make things zap each other. If I throw that on top, what does that do? It just disappears. Okay. As you can see, I'm still trying to figure out what the heck to do with this game. Well, I know the white sitting on that will make it go away. And then that will make that go away. Whoops, didn't need to actually... do that. Okay, that's fine. And we'll just clear it off as it's tilting towards that side. Drop that there. Drop that there. I'll clear out that white one, I guess. Nope, that clears out the black one. I still don't know how this game works. We'll clear out these black ones. Stick that there. Clear out these two. I see that there's a, you know, a little set of blocks going on in the background. I don't know how that relates to what's going on here. Huh. But it clearly are... There are clearly the emptied out blocks that are showing up here. As for why, what if we stick that there? Is that all of them gonna go away? Yeah, nice. We're back to a pretty good balance right here in the middle. Okay. That should be a combination, right? No, I have no idea. Oh. So it triggers as soon as it strikes. It's not actually where it needs to land and end up, it looks like. So I've been thinking about it in a slightly different manner than need be. So we'll leave that there. I still don't understand the chains, but it looks like if there's a contact upon dropping, it does cause a significant... that's all you need is a dropping contact, not necessarily... what is that gonna do? Is that gonna... let's drop this white one on top there and squish it a little bit. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. I don't know, that doesn't count as a combo, does it? You know, some stuff don't make a whole lot of sense, but... Well, it doesn't have to make sense, I guess. It's just a little tough trying to make heads and tails of what is going on to maximize the game output here. Are those two going to disappear? Nope. Yes? They look like they will. Okay, so that's how you can certainly gain some combos. We're back to midline and fairly simple balance. I realized that oh I realized that you could dry up the white block and have it come into contact with multiple blocks, including a black one. It'll destroy the black one, but it will also go away on its own. So if we... whoops. Oh no. Wasn't paying attention to the to the balance board, to the seesaw, and it was clearly tilting to one side, and I just kept on thinking about the actual orientation of the blocks. Yeah, I'm sure I'm connected to the internet, and I'm sure it's not working properly. That needs to be fixed, or maybe it's just because the game hasn't been released. The game screen flicker was because I did change the resolution to 4K, and I put it on high visual quality. I don't know if that actually makes a difference or not. You know, it's a lo-fi game, so it doesn't need a lot of quality, but I got the screen for it, so I just went ahead and did it. So there you have it, another look at TILTit. It's perhaps a little bit better than I first considered it, but is it really something I'm going to sit here and play for hours on end? That is the biggest question, and of course I don't actually know how much the game costs, and I don't think it's something that I'm going to sit and play multiple sessions and enjoy. I think it's perhaps just not... oh, there it says unable to fetch again. It's just not a game that I necessarily... I just don't gravitate toward it. It's not bad for what it's trying to do. I'm clearly so... So my first criticism was that the game was just seeming a little too slow. Because the blocks dropping, it just... the animation is lengthy. it's just, overall, there are times when you feel like all you want to do is keep it going, keep a nice flow, but you know, from the time you drop the block until it lands, until the next one is showing up in your hand until you can drop it again, there's that delay, for whatever reason, just feels like it's too slow for me. As you can see, it's not that I do well. I clearly don't do well, and I don't earn extra time well enough to keep the time attack going for longer. But it's just the general feel of the game. I know it's a relaxing, casual game. It's just, there are certain elements that just don't speak to me like the game might speak to other people, or other games talk to me. So, and that's why I couldn't really recommend the game. And while I still feel that way, I do feel that there are certain things that will, parts of this game that will captivate the right audience, especially if you actually figuring out the whole puzzle aspect and trying to keep a nice set of balanced blocks and trying to get like a long lengthy streak of chains and such. That is going to take some skill and time, and with the board tilting and going off balance and the additional pretty reasonable physics of the actual blocks rolling and falling on top of each other and such, it's going to take quite a lot of skill to build a good set of blocks in order to get a nice chain. And of course, part of it is going to be luck too, right? But even with careful management, it's easy to distract yourself from one part of the game to the next. Because while I was heavily focused on balance in the beginning of that marathon run, I was not focused at all on the balance towards the end when I reached game over. When that is the only thing that is stopping you from keep on going in a marathon mode, is basically poor balance, and the game ends because one end of the seesaw hits the floor. And even though I knew that, I was too focused on the blocks that are coming in to actually think about the board until it was way too late. And when you have more blocks on the board, that's going to take a lot more effort to tilt it in the other direction. And that has some interesting implications as to how you want to better arrange your brain activity, or allocate your mental capacity to decide whether or not you want to focus on the score, the chain, the blocks, building. And I was starting to pay attention to the buildings in the back that are popping up, and also the balance. And so that is quite interesting as well. So overall, it's not my type of game, so I'm going to, still step away from it, but I do have a better appreciation of it after looking at it a second time. So shout out to Matthias, who is the developer, and for asking me to take another look. And certainly there is something good to be said about this game, but at the end of the day, it's just not my kind of game. So yeah, good luck with your your projects and all, and I hope you have a good run with this particular Steam app game. In any case, thank you for watching. I know not a lot of people watch my videos, so I am just rambling on like I usually do at the end of my first look videos, and I'm pretty sure most people don't sit there and listen to me talk and talk and talk, because what do I have to say? I mean, I'm saying stuff that you have already made opinions about while you are either playing or you're watching me play, at the end of the day, it's just me rambling on, and if you've listened this far, then thanks, I suppose, and hope to see you around with some of my other videos. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye-bye.